made a video earlier talking about how it seems like people aren't trying anymore, and I want to spend a little more time on that. I have this theory, I've talked about it here before, where I think, especially for, I'll speak as a millennial because I am in my early 40s. I'm a millennial. And I'll speak for, first of all, we've been through, y'all, are you guys okay? We've been through a lot. But I, we went through this, we go through the stage where we're kids and we're silly and free, and, we're learning to paint and color and share in school. And then we enter in our testing years in school, and then all of a sudden we learn about failure, and depending on how you're nurtured at home or in your school system, things can kind of be a little iffy there. And then, we have a lot of years of, you have, I would say, like from the first grade to the 12th grade. And if you go to college, and then you have testing and failing, and then you start having to apply for jobs, and then you can start dealing with rejection, and people are afraid of failure. And then, I experienced life where you had to have a .edu to have social media. Thank God I didn't have to look. That's why back in the day when I was in college, we actually danced, because we didn't have to think about wondering if it was going to end up on social. So then social media comes up and all of that, and then cancel culture and all the things. And so people are afraid of failing, and they're afraid of embarrassing themselves. Well, at the same time, it's like there's a lot of shame, but then a lot of people will also just lay their business out on the world. And I'm like, whatever happened to shame? Anyway, in all of that, we lose that starting point where we were silly and fun and whimsy and free, and our focus was on painting and coloring and learning to share. And that's why I think having joy is so important. I think having those moments of play is so important in our adult life, because we lose it. And this is why we don't try. This is because we're afraid to fail. We're afraid to embarrass ourselves. And we need to nurture that part of ourselves, that it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to give something a try for the first time. It's okay to be bad at something. I've said this before too, where do more things that you are bad at, but you do it just because you love it. You don't do it because you're like, can I monetize this? Or will people like me if I do this? Or will they be just, we have free will. You have permission to enjoy life and be silly and book the trip and see the movie and just do all the things. Like we have permission to enjoy life. And I really, 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 really want more people to do that. And that's why I live out loud. And I hope that even if it's just one person, that it clicks with them, that like, oh, I can do the thing. You can do the thing. You can do the thing. So do it. At least give it a try.